Welcome. Once again, I am the Nasty Pastor. I'm back with another chapter reading. I'm back with another reading from the book, Stolen Legacy. It's a beautiful book, you know what I mean? A lot of our history is in here. And if you understand the title, Stolen Legacy, why would you put your hands on anybody's property? And I say this to you, and I'm going to reiterate this to you as many times as I can. I was young and I didn't know any better. Now that I know better, I'm wiser in my older age. You feel what I'm saying? There was a time I put my hands on people's stuff and I had to go away and I had to learn. And I had to think about it for, 18 months? No, 24, 26 months. I just had a daughter being born. You got what I'm saying? My daughter was 5 months in the world when I went away for 26 months. It hurt. You feel me? Especially when I had one foot doing right, but I did have a foot doing wrong. You feel me? But it hurt because I was transitioning into getting my life together so that I can be a father to my child. You feel me? So I made a promise that when I get out this, I get this behind me, I'm going to keep that past life of mine behind me. And I'm going to keep pushing forward through it all. But anyway, anywho's, you're with the Nasty Pastor. Please go to my YouTube channel, OFM Kemet Edition. Subscribe, like, share, comment, run it on up. Now come on, let's get into this book. And know this. Here, really know this. Hold up. Oh, here we go. I knew I had a bookmark somewhere. All right, we'll be getting into part 4 of chapter 3. And chapter 3 was basically about Greek philosophy. The title of chapter 3 was basically Greek philosophy was the offspring of the Egyptian mystery system. Next, the title of part 4 is how the African continent gave its culture to the Western world. You get me? Gave. I disagree. I like how the Greeks said we just gave it to them. You feel what I'm saying? But I disagree. We were stolen from our land, brought into a foreign land to help build this foreign land. That yes, I do feel we are old. I do feel we are still owed respect. We are still owed finances. We are still owed the American dream. You feel me? Yes, look, I'm going to tell you like this, we went through just as much as the Jews went through. You understand? The difference between the Jews, they went through it in Europe. We went through it on this American Western soil. You feel me? Anyways, let's get into part 4 of this chapter 3 reading. As mentioned elsewhere, the Egyptian mysteries and the philosophical schools of Greece were closed by the edicts of Theodosius in the 4th century AD and that of Justinian in the 6th century AD. And as a consequence, intellectual darkness spread over Christian Europe and the Greco-Roman world for 10 centuries, during which time knowledge had disappeared. As stated elsewhere, the Greeks showed no creative powers and were unable to improve upon the knowledge which they had received from the Egyptians. During the Persian, Greek, and Roman invasions, you see that? Persians, Greek, and Roman. It took three of them. Listen, let me tell you what Alexander the Great had to do. Combine the world to come up against Africa. And for real, he only had to come up against Upper Africa, Kemet, because Kemet, the continent of Africa was already divided. You got what I'm saying? When there was a pharaoh instead of a king in Kemet, yes, the continent was together. It was one. You got what I'm saying? But when it was just a king, when it was just a queen, the country was divided. You got what I'm saying? During the Persian, Greek, and Roman invasions, large numbers of Egyptians fled not only to the desert and mountain regions, but also to adjacent lands in Africa, Arabia, and Asia Minor, where they lived and secretly developed the teachings which belonged to their mystery system in the 8th century AD. The Moors, you get me? The Moors, natives of Mauritania in North Africa, invaded Spain and took with them the Egyptian culture which they had preserved. Knowledge in the ancient days was centralized. It belonged to a common parent and system. The wisdom, teachings, or mysteries of Egypt, which the Greeks used to call Sophia. As such, the people of North Africa were the neighbors of the Egyptians and became the custodians of Egyptian culture, which they spread through considerable portions of Africa, Asia Minor, and Europe. During the occupation of Spain, the Moors displayed with considerable credit the grandeur of African culture and civilization. The schools and libraries which they established became famous throughout the medieval world. Science and learning were cultivated and taught. The schools of Cordoba, Toledo, Seville, and Saragossa attained such celebrity that they, like their parent Egypt, attracted students from all parts of the Western world, and from them arose the most famous African professors that the world has ever known in medicine, surgery, astronomy, and mathematics. But these people from North Africa did more than merely distinguish themselves in Spain. They were really the recognized custodians of African culture to whom the world looked for enlightenment. Consequently, through the medium of the ancient Arabic language, philosophy, and the various branches of science was disseminated. All the so-called works of Aristotle and the metaphysics, moral philosophy, and natural science. Translations by Leonardo Pisano in Arabic mathematical science. Translation by Guido, a monk of Arezzo, in musical notation. In addition, the Moors kept up constant contact with Mother Egypt, for they had established caliphates not only at Baghdad and Cordoba, but also at Cairo in Egypt. Europe in the Middle Age by Art P, pages 216-219. Just here it would be well to mention that all the great leaders of the great religions of antiquity were initiates of the Egyptian mystery system, from Moses, who was an Egyptian Grammar, down to Christ. It should also be of interest to note that European scientists like Roger Bacon, Johann Kepler, Copernicus, and others obtained their science through Arab or Berber sources. It is also noteworthy that throughout the Middle Ages, European knowledge of medicine came from these same resources. That's the end of chapter 3. That's the end of part 4. And I want to reflect, on something I said on another platform to build on it right here. You got what I'm saying? And I will say this to you, you know what I'm saying? I could never be the Antichrist. You understand? The Antichrist will make you believe it, will persuade you to believe it, will force you to believe it. I haven't forced you to do anything. You got what I'm saying? I know that man has to accept me. I know that religion, I know that I'm into spirituality, but I know religion has to accept me. You feel me? And what I don't do is turn people against each other. What I do is give you the truth. You got what I'm saying? It's on you to figure how to deal with the person that's committing a crime against you. That is how to put this. That is talking badly about you. You can hang with them or you can leave them alone. That's your choice. That's your will. You got what I'm saying? There's nothing about whom I pray to I go against. You feel me? You got me? I'm not for the devil. You got me? I'm against the devil. I love the devil because that's a brother of mine under, as a child under whom I pray to. You feel me? You get it? You understand it? I say this to you again. You got what I'm saying? As a child, I did not know any better. As an adult that know better, I'm more wiser in my older age. You feel me? Now let's get back to the part where that they're telling you, these Greeks are explaining to you, these Moors are explaining to you, us Kemites, us ancient Egyptians, we are scholars in the field of math, science, astrology, you name it, whatever exists upon this earth, we are masters. You get me? Masters at this stuff. So why do you really think to yourself, everything that controls you is mind altering? The man in your life, I'm speaking to you goddesses right now. The men in your life alter your mind, alter your thinking, right? I'm speaking to you gods right now. The women in your life, if you're gay, the men in your life, they alter the way you think, right? They alter your perception of yourself and your perception of life, right? Okay. Let me say this to you once again, you know what I mean? Get it? So you'll really understand this, you know what I mean? Drugs alter your thinking. You feel me? Every tool that's been put on this earth to keep conquering the black community is mind altering. Excuse me, you get it? The books you read, the information you digest is mind altering. You feel me? Look, peep this out. You with the Nasty Pastor. Once again, please go to my YouTube channel, OFM Kemet Edition. You got what I'm saying? There's some information there that's useful. There's a lot of information there to keep you strong, to keep your faith within Amun, to keep your faith within Jesus, to keep your faith within whom we pray to keep your faith in your marriage, to keep your faith in your business relationships, to keep your faith within your children. It's a lot of information there to help you. Once again, I'm out. I love you. Until next time.